Welcome to part 3, part 2 of my Indigenous video. I'm pretty much going to have to make a whole saga of this now because somebody totally disrupted my video, so I'm sorry about that. But and there's the background noise. So, growing up multicultural, we only really explored the black heritage of our family. So, as far as my mom's side, we did everything black. And as far as my dad's side, we generally did everything black. But in the primary 6 years till I was 12, if I wasn't at home in Virginia, in Charlottesville, doing street fighting, I was with my grandmother, Ada, in the summertime. And I seemed to be the only grandkid around, I guess. So she did tell me Native American stories about her and her brother John. I never met John. I don't know any of my descendants of John, cousins or whatever. And if you're out there and you're watching, hey fam. Anyway, we're still here. Ada told me lots of stories. So I will tell you that part of the separate but equal timeline was hard on them because they were native, so they didn't really have a lot of options, if you would, school-wise and stuff. She would tell me how they had to truck through the woods in their moccasins and all this other stuff. And yeah, I remember that specific story from 6 to 12. A lot of her stories were things that were in and out. But I remember spending mad time with her before she lost her legs. She lost her legs to gangrene. And then years later, her daughter would lose her legs. My grandmother, Bay, would lose her legs. So I'm very worried about my grandma, Marie, on my mom's side because I can't go see her. I would love to go see her. I would love to do documentaries, but COVID's pretty much fucked everything up, and I'm not going to be the blame of anything happening to my grandmother. That's just not an option. Now, my grandmother, Marie, was raised by a black woman named Sarah. So I have a grandma named Sarah, who was not my biological grandmother, but family does not always mean blood. But at that same time, she also raised all of my other grandmother's children, I think. To my knowledge, my grandmother has like 4 or 5 sisters. I've met like at least 3 of them. My Aunt Ophil, because I got bit by a horse by her house, at her house. This finger and that finger, these 2, the thumb and the middle finger. So a horse named Charlie bit me, which is why I'm dreadfully afraid of horses. But freaking, a lot of the other stuff that's gone on, we never really got to explore our Cherokee heritage. And in fact, if you've been on this channel long enough, you know that I didn't even know I was Native American until like the fucking 5th grade. I just thought I was black, which is what's gonna lead me to the other video later on. But I mean, for Indigenous Day, I didn't want to home in on black people. I just wanted to home in on the Native American side of me because I don't know enough of Cherokee stuff. So I'm doing all my research, and I got one more thing that I need to Google. So we're going to open up a new page. We're going to move this shit right there. And we're going to see what I can find about Cherokee clothing. What? Damn it. Damn it. So we're going to see what they give me. Cherokee clothing look like. Images. Now, this has Cherokee clothing from Missouri and all other places. Alright? So in exploring all that, because I'm going to see if that looks like a chick's outfit. Let me see that. Yeah, that's a chick. We're not going to rock that. Okay, so this is Cherokee 1830s and 1900s. 2 men and a woman. Alright, would be great if there was a color description. This is a whole Cherokee outfit. I think I look good in that. I say this is originally worn made by animal skins. And I can't make this any bigger. I'm not spinning it around though. We're focusing right there. I think I look good in that. Minus the glasses. So, you know, I never got told too many Cherokee legends. The only legends I definitely know is like Coyote and stuff, but Coyote is more Sioux than Cherokee, to my knowledge. I could be wrong. You could, but technically Coyote belongs to everybody. But, you know, kind of reminds me of the Village People. But you know, I mean, I have a bogus shirt like that I got from the Party Stars here. But you know, I mean, if it's not the real McCoy, I really don't want to rock it because I don't want to bring shame to my people. You know. But also, I was always taught as a young man that only like people who wore feathers earned their feathers. They didn't just like, no, well, I'm just gonna slap a hairdress on and there you go. Oh, no, they earned their feathers. No. And the thing about what some people consider treasure and what other people don't is also tribally, you know. And I think that if more people learned more about their heritages, they wouldn't be as lost as I am, you know. As I know that I'm Cherokee, but that's it, you know. Moccasins, I would probably rock them if I was going on a stealth mission. These look like they would be more my speed. Because I like things over my ankles. I don't know how much support that can actually offer. Sorry for the background noise. But I also like this color better, you know. But the thing is, you know, it does not hurt to know your heritage. Under no circumstances whatsoever should a person ever be denied their heritage. You know. And my family, for the most part, just threw our Cherokee heritage to the wayside. You know, I'm like the only one on both sides that actually acknowledge that we are part Cherokee. Most people could care two shits. Where I have a nephew or a cousin who also likes to acknowledge our Cherokee heritage as well. And he's been watching powwows and shit, and I watch powwows all the time. But I was like, as soon as I found them on YouTube, I started watching them. So it's like, I'm pretty sure there will be a powwow today. I don't know when, but I'm pretty sure there will be. And so, here are some of the ancient creatures of legend. So, you know, I know some of the creatures, I just don't know how to say their names. So that kind of invokes like, wow, the things we don't know about our stuff, about the places we come from, and how important it is to know where you are and who you are and where you came from. I like this depiction of like this Star Wars stormtroopers battling Native American type things. Right there. And the thing with, you know, with heritage is very important. And everyone should embrace their heritages. All of their heritages. Now, this is going to sound exceptionally hypocritical. Uh-oh. I don't know what the hell just happened. Okay, painting by Cherokee artist. Alright. Cool. I don't need that. Thank you. But yeah, you know, the thing with your heritage, you have to know stuff. It doesn't hurt to know your heritage at all. No. It doesn't hurt one bit to respect, honor, and love your heritage. Now I say that, no. Because now I have to, when I go make the next video, it's going to be hypocritical, slightly racist, and some of the treatments that I have gone through. Uh-oh, that done messed up. Being multicultural, you know, you have to understand that when you are mixed, when you are multicultural, one, you didn't get a say in that. Two, the world at large, they don't understand you, and they view you differently, and you will have identity conflicts. Alright? I say that lovingly. I say that truthfully. because I had identity conflicts as a child. I had a lot of identity conflicts. And it wasn't a complex, it was conflicts. I understand the difference between a complex and a conflict. Alright? Identity conflict is the conflict within yourself. Identity crisis. Oh, you stop this shit. Sorry, somebody sent me an adult doohickey. And I have no idea how to stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, frack. Okay. Finish it. There you go. There we go. Get rid of that shit. Sorry, y'all. Y'all probably saw it because the phone was right there. Oh, God, I'm probably going to get flagged now. Okay, so when you have an identity crisis, it's where you don't know who you are. And when you have an identity conflict, conflict pretty much is the same thing, only with the twist. So when you have identity conflict, 9 times out of 10, it's not so much an identity conflict with yourself, but how other people see you. So it's like a conflict of interest. So when I was growing up in school, before we found out that I was part Cherokee, I just thought I was part black, part white. Because of my mama's skin tone, I didn't know that my mom was mixed. It would take some time to understand the depth of mixedness, alright? So, in school, when we had that race war, Brother Moran, it was, we don't like James because he's not a real N and he's not a real H. N being the N word, H being the H word, both racially derivatives that I've used before on earlier videos. So in celebrating Indigenous Day, I'm focusing on my Indigenous Native American side. So when we found out that I was part Native American, the shit hit the fan. I mean, not just for me, but for everybody. So now I had one more thing that I had to worry about. Thank you, Miss Conrad. God rest your soul. Because if you're still alive, you're definitely ancient. And I'm pretty sure she has all her semantics, because she was a teacher. So I will say, you know, the conflict wasn't so much as mine as it was everybody making it more difficult for me to grasp who I am going to become. Alright? So I got black people who aren't liking me because I'm not all the way black. I got white people who aren't liking me because I'm not all the way white. And there were no Native Americans in school, so there was no worries there. But as I got older, it was more, people stopped recognizing the white. And they started saying, okay, well, you're black and you're Native. Which one do you feel more of? Well, if I opened up my mouth, I was more black than Native because I never knew Native Americans cursed. I think I heard my grandmother Bay cuss maybe twice in my lifetime, and it was directly at me in food. It wasn't in a bad manner. I'm not going to make Bay look bad, but I am going to tell the truth. She made these pancakes with corn in them. I don't like corn. I love pancakes. I ate around the corn, and I wasn't allowed to leave the table until the fucking corn was gone. I've never liked corn. I liked corn on the cob once. But after getting forced to eat corn pancakes, I could do without corn. Ever the hell again. And I think the other time she might have cussed was telling me to stop fucking cussing or something. But I never really heard her cuss that much because most of my majority of my teenage to childhood life I spent up here in Charlottesville versus down south in Smithfield with my dad's side. I only got to see them during the summertime, where I got to live most of the majority of my life with my mom's side. So like I said, if I wasn't here in Charlottesville doing street fighting from the age of 6 to 12, then I was down in Smithfield doing whatever the hell I was doing down there with my grandmother and them. And my dad was at work. I was either with Grandma Bay, my Aunt Ruth, or Great Grandma Ada. And 9 times out of 10, if I was with Bay, I was with Ada until Ada passed. Ada passed when I was 12, I think. And Bay passed when I was like 30-something. And Bay was nearly 100. So, you know, longevity apparently runs on my dad's side of the family, on his mom's side of the family. Because after my grandma Ada passed, my grandfather on my dad's side, Robert Lee Williams, passed right thereafter. So that was pretty much it. His middle name might not even be Lee. I don't know what the fuck his middle name is. I didn't meet him until I was like 11. So after I met him, then I got to know him a little bit, but he had testicular cancer or something. He had a hernia in his testicle. He had something wrong with his testicles, and they swelled like grapefruits, and he died. So, but he died after the surgery. He had the surgery done, and everybody was taking care of him and everything, and a few weeks later he died. Time was up. So, that being said, you need to explore your heritage. Now I'm going to make one more indigenous video about about how you totally need to explore your heritage. My camera just went blank, but I'm still recording because there's a green light there. Alright, so we're going to make one more indigenous video, which will be indigenous video number 4, because this is part 3, part 2. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.